The last box was unpacked. Finally, my new apartment started to feel like home. It was an old building, the kind with good bones and stories etched into the floorboards. I was wiping down the inside of a dusty closet when my fingers brushed against a loose panel in the back. Curious, I pried it open. Tucked away in the darkness was a small, leather-bound journal. The pages were brittle, filled with frantic, spidery handwriting. It watches from the corners, the first entry read. A shadow that isn't mine. Don't look away. Don't let it know you see it. I chuckled, tossing the journal onto the counter. What a find. Probably some creative writing project left behind. The perfect quirky story to tell my friends about my new place. That night, the laughter died in my throat. As I lay in bed, a faint whisper seemed to drift from the corner of the room, right where the shadows were deepest. It was so soft, I almost missed it. It watches, the voice hissed, a perfect echo of the words in the journal. I sat bolt upright, heart hammering against my ribs. Hello? I called out, my voice trembling. Silence. It must have been the wind or the old building settling. I told myself that over and over until I finally drifted into an uneasy sleep. But the next day, things got stranger. My keys, which I always left by the door, were on the kitchen table. A book I'd been reading was lying open on the floor, turned to a completely different page. I tried to rationalize it all. I was tired, stressed from the move. My mind was playing tricks on me. But the feeling of being watched was constant, a heavy weight on my shoulders. I started avoiding my own reflection. Every time I glanced at a mirror or a dark window, I saw it, a tall, slender silhouette standing just behind me, featureless and still. I'd whip around, but there was never anyone there. The journal's warnings screamed in my head. It mimics your movements when you're not looking. It wants to take your place. The whispers grew louder, no longer just at night. They followed me through the apartment, repeating phrases from the journal, a constant, menacing reminder. Desperation began to set in. I reread the journal, searching for a clue, a way out. The entries became more and more unhinged. Midnight is its time, one entry read. The shadows break their leash, it's coming for me. I can't escape. The last page was dated the day before I moved in. It was a single chilling sentence. My reflection is no longer my own. That night, I huddled on the sofa, watching the clock on my phone. 11:58. The whispers were deafening now, coming from every corner of the room. 11:59. The shadows in the room seemed to stretch and deepen, twisting into unnatural shapes. They weren't just shadows anymore. They were detaching from the walls, pooling on the floor like thick black ink. As the clock struck midnight, they rose. A multitude of dark figures, all turning their empty faces toward me. My breath hitched. I scrambled backwards, but there was nowhere to go. And then I saw it, stepping out from the largest shadow. It was the figure from my reflection, but it wasn't a silhouette anymore. It had my face. It smiled, a slow, cold smile that didn't reach its eyes, and raised a hand, waving gently. It was then I understood. The journal wasn't a warning for me. It was a diary. The last tenant wasn't just a person who lived here before me. They were still here. And as the shadow with my face stepped closer, I realized the pen was about to be passed. This story wasn't over. A new chapter was about to be written, and I was the one who would have to write it.